Hello everybody, welcome to Brighter Shores Central, and I thought let's make a video today because it is the 1 year anniversary of Brighter Shores and Andrew Gower has just tweeted, so I'm going to give you my reaction to this tweet and then just a reflection on the year, the good, the bad, the indifferent, the things to come, the things not that's going to be coming anytime soon I guess, and all of that good stuff. And we're going to do it without a sort of script. We're going to chill. I'm going to do some level working, get this levels up whilst I talk about this tweet. So let's go for it. First of all, we've got Andrew Gower saying that Brighter Shores is 1 year old today. In this last year, we have launched a heap of quality of life improvements, leaderboards, transmog system, Persian belt, 3 holiday events, merged combat profession, 5 new quests, player-to-player trading, and the botanist profession. He goes on to say we also have a good pipeline of in-progress stuff, including a 6th quest ready to go and a massive amount of work on project milestones already done. The focus this year has been on making sure the fundamentals of the game are right before we make it a lot bigger. Re-engineering these fundamentals of the game is much more time consuming than creating new content, so once project milestones and the combat rework are done, we should be able to ramp up the pace of development. I also spent over 10% of my time last year on recruitment and training up and moving to a bigger office to put us in a good position for our 2nd year. Thank you to everybody who has supported us on our journey so far. We are still just getting started. Watch this space. And one line that struck me on this tweet was this: we are still just getting started, so watch this space. This is Andrew Gower we're talking about, the person who created RuneScape. I think he's got a lot of goodwill in the gaming community. Like, a lot of people out there play RuneScape. And if it wasn't for Andrew Gower, they wouldn't have been a RuneScape. So he does have goodwill in the community. And when he says, we are just getting started, so watch this space, watch this space. So what do I think about this? It's a fair tweet, right? It's mentioning all of the things that have happened in the game since release. But then it's also saying to the critics, of course, and there is, of course, a few critics out there, quite a few of them for Brighter Shores, understandable at times, okay, because they've tried to listen. Andrew Gower is listening to the community in the sense that they are trying to, it says here, re-engineer the fundamentals of the game. Okay, so that's partly coming with Project Milestone and the combat rework, which is going to completely change the fundamentals of the game. And when that's done, then they're going to be able to work on new content alongside those updates for bosses, for different things that could come into the game. Dungeons, for example, which is on the roadmap to actually have dungeons in the game, including dungeons that require life skills, professions, combat alongside it. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops. But I think that it's a fair assessment. There is 3 categories of players in Brighter Shores. You've got the player that is completely turned off by the game. They hate it. Effectively, they like to hate it, or they love to hate it, if that's the right way to put it. You've got some people that are like that, and sometimes, you know, can you win these people over? I think it's possible. I think they're possible that you can reason with these people and be like, look, what do you want to see? If they was able to implement these things that you want to see, would that then potentially let you give the game another chance? I mean, you type in the comments, let me know, what things do you want to see in the game that would engage you to come back and play the game? Then you've got those people in the middle. Basically, they will maybe check my videos every now and again in the sense that, okay, has anything new happened in Brighter Shores? And can I go check it out? I know, for example, my last video about the Halloween masks, a lot of people checked that out and they said, you know what, I actually came back and collected all the masks because of your video. You know, thank you for that. You kept me updated, you kept me in the loop. And that's brilliant. You know, we got some people back into the game and that's positive. And it's good that everybody collected the mask. And the artwork on the masks is fantastic. A lot of them look really good. There's a lot of variety, even though it was just a Halloween event, of course. and they're working on project milestones. And then you've got these other third player base, which is basically your diehard. You know, they'll play the game, they love the game, and that's that. Everybody's gamers here, right? We're all gamers. We're all allowed to love whatever game we want to love. That's up to us. And at the end of the day, I would say I'm probably in between the player that plays a fair amount, but also in the middle, right? Where I'm a skeptic in the sense that things haven't always gone perfectly well in terms of updates. I'm a bit annoyed that we haven't yet got any bosses, yet got any rare items to potentially grind for, that we haven't got a trade, even a trade chat for trading, because people don't just sit there at the trading area at the moment because, well, there's nobody there, effectively. Basically, there's one day that everybody does go there. So on a Sunday, people do come to the trading area in Chronopolis and do some trades. I don't know, I think they call it the Sunday bear market or something, which is pretty cool. I think a trade chat will make it more efficient for people to trade amongst the global world itself. And you can then just organize that. There is tools you can use for that, but I'm going off topic a little bit here. I just hope there was more trading stuff in relation to that, but then I hope there was more like rare items for us to grind for. Maybe in project milestones that's going to be within that, but I want to know more details on project milestones. What does this actually entail in terms of anything that's exciting or fun or interesting? Maybe in the next weekly leak they can give us some further details. How would I rate Brighter Shores in terms of the past year and the updates that have happened? 6.5 out of 10, 7 out of 10 in terms of the quality of life improvements, because I think they've been absolutely fantastic and I'm XP wasting here. But in terms of, okay, there's this groundbreaking piece of content out, let's all play it. We need that. We need some groundbreaking content coming out where it's just going to bring people back. I mean, I'm doing my best to hold the fort here. I should say it is quite difficult to hold the fort here on this game because a lot of people have crashed out of the game, and then I'm just sort of here. But I am enjoying the game in the sense that I just enjoy logging on, chilling out for a couple of hours, grinding some levels. What I do want is a little bit more content that's going to, I don't know, heighten the senses a little bit, right? Give me that killing a boss, you know, kind of the adrenaline rush of that, for example. I'll keep you updated. Let's see what comes. We're going to end it with that. We'll end the video with that.